Hello everybody, welcome aboard. Today I'm going to be showing you how I transitioned my Walters Union Pacific trash cleaning box car into my Polar Express track cleaning car. So let's begin, shall we? So to kick things off short, well, this video was supposed to be out before my custom Polar Express. That video will be in the description if you want to see it. This is just be a little bit some context that I want to give before I show you how I got to basics, as this used to be my Walters track cleaning car. The reason why I needed this track cleaning car so that way at least I can have a little quick clean when I have it running around the track. As I originally got this way before I got my first diesel locomotive, which is my SD40-2 Federal-Mex from Anthern, as my 260 Alco, believe it's Alco steam locomotive from Bachmann, did not have the necessary weight to pull it. So that was the reason why I got that other diesel, which I probably should have just had running instead, but since I'm running my Polar Express one, I might as well have my custom Polar Express pull this as well. So anyways, this video was supposed to come out before my custom Polar Express one, but so due to time wise I couldn't get to it, so this is now very late to upload, as it's now middle of February. This was supposed to come out before Christmas. That didn't happen. But anyways, enough yapping, chit-chatting. I'm gonna go and show you the process, which is gonna be just like how it was with my custom video before I got this tripod. So anyways, I hope you enjoy I lost track. Oh yeah, hope you enjoy the little processing video of how I made it, how I got to where it is today. Enjoy! Alright, the little micro set's already set into place, so I gotta just let it sit for 10 minutes. The timer's almost up. And once it's done, I'm gonna try to remove it with the little toothpick. And once after that, let's see how this works. Alright, so it's been already 10 minutes. I'm just gonna let it sit here for just a little longer, just to make sure it fully gets the job done of getting rid of the decals. And then after that, I'm gonna use the pick and then we scratch all the details and yeah, see how it looks. Then do it on all sides, such as this side and the other side and the opposite side of this boxcar. Also, you want to wear gloves doing this, and also you want to do it in a ventilated area, as this will have a strong vinegar-like smell, and it kind of does get to you a little bit. So keep in mind, do it somewhere where you're not gonna be a little oozy. Well, not really oozy, just a little funny. I really don't know how to explain it, but you know what I mean. Just do it in a ventilated area, because this smell is really strong. Like I could be in my other room and I can smell this. I can smell it, and I can smell it from here. I'm not far from it. Well, I'm pretty close to it. Well, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and scratch this off. Let it sit for a little while, and then scratch off the decals, and then that's how it looks. All right, cool. Well, it's been past 10 minutes, like way past 10 minutes, and I tried scraping it off and it didn't really do much. I mean, it did some stuff on it, but I want this all fully off, so that way, my biggest concern is that once I spray paint this, all of this is going to pop out on it, and you can clearly see what's painted on. That's the one thing I don't want. But I'm gonna see if this other solution will work. Let's hope this one will do the trick. If not, I'm gonna have to find another way. Alright, so instead of the micro set, I just used the isopropyl alcohol that we had lying around, which we just use it as more of a sanitation. But let's see how this will work. I have really low doubts, but doesn't hurt to try it out. Doesn't hurt to try anything new. See if this method will work. If this doesn't work, I'll have to find another way to do it. But anyways, I'm just gonna let this sit for a while. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna let this sit out, but I probably might just set it for about 10 minutes probably. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. Alrighty, so 10 minutes has been set on the clock, and I'll see y'all in 10 minutes, see how this goes. After 10 minutes, well, it's been more than 10 minutes, I used the isopropyl alcohol that I had lying around, and it actually did the trick. I think I might need, what I'm just gonna do is take off the shell, take this part off, and dump it in this little bin that we have, which was from that Italian, I forgot the name, something grana, I forgot, but then I just call it the Italian frogs dinners, whatever it's called. I'm gonna fill this up all the way until the bottom of here, so there's good enough length to be able to get rid of all this, but I might have to leave it there a whole lot longer. As of right now, it is 9:45 in the morning. I might need to try this out at about 1-ish, 2-ish, around that time. But it doesn't hurt to experiment. So after that, I'll see y'all in 3 hours, or maybe more, just to make sure all that paint's easily able to come off. Alright, so I already dumped this thing in the alcohol. I'm gonna leave it in there for a while, for 3 hours, maybe more. An issue I had was once I put it in there, this thing started floating around like a boat. So I had to put some rocks in there for even weight. And I might want to just put just a little more, just to make sure everything gets soaked in that rubbing alcohol. Alright, so let's go and grab another bottle and fill it up. Alrighty, it's already been filled all the way to the top. It's all covered. Now all we do is wait. And I'll see you then. Alright, it's already been an hour, almost about to be an hour. It's actually starting to come off a little easier, but I'm just gonna let it sit there a little longer, just to make sure it fully does the job. See you until actually it hasn't been more than an hour's passed, and an hour of soaking in the isopropyl alcohol actually did the trick. Even though there's a bit tough scratches, but it's good enough to at least so that way the lettering won't be popping out after I spray paint this. Now let's go ahead and do the other side, and then we can call it a day. Alright, little update. The isopropyl alcohol worked. I was able to get rid of all the decals on the boxcar, clean the little numbers on top of the boxcar. There we go. Which, as you can see, right there and right there. So far it looks good. Now all we need to do is spray paint this blue and little red to make it look like the Polar Express, which I'm now currently soaking as isopropyl alcohol so I can get rid of the little decal lettering, and then that should be about it. And I'll also upload a video of how to dismantle it, since I had to fake troubleshoot myself, since there are no videos on how to do it. Mostly there are, but it's an O scale, and this is HO scale. So I'm going to show you how to do a simpler way without damaging or breaking your passenger car. Alrighty, we got the track cleaner car. It's all cleaned up, and that's sitting on this little table I made, on top of another table, and this one I made by myself from old wood we had lying around. So all I'm going to do is put it out here, do much better ventilation after this. I'm going to paint it, see how it goes. We'll check back later. Alright, so it's been painted. It looks to be a bit more black. It looks black to me than it does midnight blue. So I might have to look for a different type of blue. So let me see what type of blue will look better on this. So now let's see what type of Let's see what type of blue will be better. Now I know this one doesn't work. So let's see. Alrighty. I had to put some more isopropyl alcohol in there to get rid of the midnight blue paint that did not look blue. It looked more like a black, shiny black, and it worked. I got all the paint off as much as I could. Now I gotta head to Home Depot, grab this midnight blue that looks a little better than the one I have, and then we'll see how this works. But this time I'm just gonna spray it on the little board and see how it looks. Alrighty, so I went to Home Depot and found the spray paint I needed, which looks more closer to the previous one. I sprayed it on here. There is a big difference. This is the new one I just got, and this one's the other one that I used the other day for this. I finally got it all off. Now all you gotta do is I just gotta place it right here, then go ahead and spray paint it. See how it looks. Can't wait. Alrighty, this one looks 10 times better. This looks so much better. It looks more closer to the one in the movie. Now this one's more of a how do we say it? More like a sample, how I want it to look. You see I got it all sides. Once this dries up, next is doing the striping, the lettering, and also I might paint the rooftop, do some more detailing, more paint detailing actually. Paint the brake wheel gold, the ladders, I don't know, maybe gold. Well, depends see how it looks. This is all in my head, all thought processes. Some of these are more last minute. Well, not last minute, these are more, last minute. Some of the other stuff is going to be more, I already got other stuff I need. All I gotta do is wait for this to dry, see how it looks. And yeah, this looks so much better now. Alright, from here it looks like I just sprayed the entire thing, but not really. I made the little rectangle lines, which I think from here they look a bit uneven. And I have a feeling it might have bled through the tape, but don't worry, a little fixing up should fix it. And once it's dry, I'm gonna make the rectangle again, make those lines again on this side, and that should do it. And once that's done, we'll go and put on the decals, and hopefully they'll work. Well, I'm gonna have to wait because I have to reorder some replacements. I had to order a replacement, well, a new one, because I lost that. I was taking it out, pulling out my trees. Next thing you know, it flew out like a flea. I don't know where it went. It's somewhere in my room, but I have a feeling I'm gonna find it somewhere in the future where this is all done. So I'm gonna do the same thing here, and then we'll move on to the decals. While we wait for the colors to dry, the colors that I'm now using, I'm no longer using the airbrush, and the other crimson red that I got did not match the color. I mean, did not look like it was gonna go up because it looked a little brighter. So I went to Home Depot and I found this one that looks a little more closer, which is the Man, I can't speak today because I haven't had my coffee yet. Colonial red, which is just pretty close. Because even though it's not gonna give a glossy look, I don't want my train to have a glossy look. I want it to have more like look more like the train's been taken care of, like the elves are cleaning it. This is the other color. This one I'm using for the striping. It's gonna go on all the passenger cars. And I'm also using the same color, midnight blue, satin as well. And so far, these two are doing a lot better. I wish I did a better research before I went and spent the money on the airbrush, because I'm pretty sure it would have been done by now. But you live and learn. Now all you gotta do is just do this. I might try to do it on my other passenger cars, and that should do it. Until then. Alright, so I painted it. It looks pretty good, even though it does look a bit uneven. But it looks pretty good on my end. I'm not gonna change it. But it does look good. It looks a lot better now. Now all I gotta do is put the decals, and that should be it for this little project. And I also need to paint the wheel, but you know what, I might just leave that as is. I'm just gonna scratch that. I'm no longer gonna paint the roof or do any more siding. I think that should be it right here. All I gotta do is apply the decal, and that's all she wrote. And there we go. now all the decals now set on the train. I mean, not the train, the track cleaning car. Looks good, even though some sections are a bit uneven and doesn't look good. I mean, this was like test guinea pig. I wanted to test it out before I went on with the project, which that will come out soon, pretty much after. I'm hoping it comes out before. I want to try to see if I can get it done before Christmas, but some stuff had to be postponed. So I had to order a new decal stickers for the tender, because I'm gonna go ahead and paint that and the locomotive, and I also got some figurines and new couplers, so that way I can mount, the couplers will be body mounted, not mounted onto the truck. But anyways, this does look good. I am very proud with how this looks. Even though some letterings, like this one right here, are a little bit too close and some of them are not even, but that's what tests are for. Before you use it on the final thing. Obviously now it looks good. Oh, and I also replaced the cleaning peg, as the other one was really dirty. But that's it. Now all we gotta do is paint. Oh, you know, I think I might go ahead and paint the couplers. You know, yeah, I'm gonna do that too, so it'll match with everything. Yeah, okay, so I'll be right back. I'm going to paint the couplers. Alrighty, now I painted the couplers. Now it looks more like it came from Lionel, but actually this is a Walters. Looks good, now shiny, very good. And then for project 1225, which I'm calling it, I'm gonna be putting these two crewmen inside the cab. Even though Lionel hasn't made the HO scale versions of Smokey and Steamer, but this will do. I mean, maybe if they do make them sometime in the future, which I hope, maybe we can do it on their new version of the set, which I will do a comparison. So project 25 is almost here. I will hopefully I want to get that project done before Christmas and before it ends to the new year, since this year marks 20th anniversary, which I didn't really think about when I started doing this, but I'm going to do it. I'm already this far in. That should be about it. Once everything arrives that I need, all the parts I need, that should be it for the passenger cars. Alrighty, so that pretty much sums up how this boxcar was made. Now I got my Polar Express all set up, and I'm going to use my universal remote for this engine. Hopefully it should work with this one as well, as it did with my updated version. Overall, that was a fun project to do, as it was a big learning experience for me, and I'm glad I used that as my guinea pig. As if I used the other, sorry about that, it's windy, right? It's a bit windy, and I forgot to close that door. But it was a very fun little project and a learning experience to get me adjusted to customizing an HO scale, which I haven't done anything like that, and I'm glad that it turned out very well. And with trial and error, I'm glad I got the right colors. So without further ado, let me go and turn on the power. And now she's got power. Let me go and connect her to number 1. No. Maybe number 2. There we go. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and send her off.
This is the Polar Express. The first of two thrusters
Alrighty, I think I should wrap up for today's video. It was very fun making this little boxcar. It was a good little guinea pig. Suited well. It's definitely perfect for this situation. But anyways, it was fun. It was a very fun project. Very fun, especially doing this whole thing. Even though some stuff had some minor issues happen. But anyways, it was fun making this whole entire project. I'm very happy where it is now. But anyways, as we approach our destination, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for almost 250 subs. We are almost 250 subs away from 500. And for our 500 sub special, I will try to run my entire train collection from basically from the start to where it is now. Alrighty, I'm pretty sure I just said it already, but I'll say it again. Make sure to like, subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. I don't want this channel to be nothing but reviews. I want it to be more like going over places like museums or going out. Yeah, should be it. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.